It gives us great pleasure and honor to look back at what we've achieved in the last 2 decades. I'll just give you maybe 2, 3, or 4 examples. When it comes to trade, for example, we have climbed from $180 million to $5 billion. Actually, 2011 was the first year in which India and Israel crossed the threshold of $5 billion volume of trade. On research and development, we have done very nicely because we've been able to create a series of platforms, government to government and between private sectors on both sides, that are greenhouses for joint innovation. On agriculture, we have been able to create, I believe, the right formula that brings together on the ground the very high capabilities of Indian farmers with your very effective level of adjusting to Mother's Nature call, and on our side to bring what we've been able to develop technologically, like in our more than 60 years of independence. On tourism, we've been able to enlarge dramatically the number of tourists that crisscross between India and Israel. All this is very nice. We should not in any way sit idly and be satisfied, because we are very far away from exhausting the potential. It is certainly, first of all, it is a new phenomenon for Israelis to wake up one morning and discover that we have an energy source of our own which does not come from the sun. Look, this is obviously a strategic issue. We are very much aware of India needs. We have a strong confidence in the Indian economy, and we have strong confidence in India being a long-term partner of Israel. This is something that naturally 2 friends will find interest in discussing with each other. Well, we are about to have in a couple of weeks the 4th round of negotiations, and both governments are very much committed that by the end of 2012 we will sign the free trade agreement. We believe that the free trade agreement, the FTA, is going to be the most suitable platform to do a couple of things. A, to enlarge scope of volume of trade from 5 today to at least $10 billion in the course of the next 3 to 5 years. B, which is not less important, I think that an FTA will change will slightly shift the focus of the composition of trade. I believe that energy products, which is something that we're working on together, for example, renewable energy, but not only renewable energy products, high-tech, pharmaceutical, and agricultural know-how will become a larger share. And the third thing, of course, the third outcome of such an FTA will be that it will become a platform for a greater interaction between businessmen, Indians and Israelis. Well, I believe that when one looks at the events of the last couple of months, one cannot escape the conclusion that the international community is very much well aware and has very much absorbed the dangerous notion of Iranian nuclear ambitions. This is an issue for the international community to deal with, and we strongly believe that the most immediate, important, effective venue to deal with it right now is to implement economic sanctions with focus, for example, on energy sector, and political isolation. We don't have a quarrel with the Iranian people. This is about the Iranian regime changing its policies, especially when it comes to nuclear ambitions, but also when it comes to incitement, instability in the Middle East, support of terrorism, things like this. Once again, there is a price tag attached to these kind of very vicious ambitions, and the price tag should be translated into economic sanctions and political isolation.